Like we started with Excel dashboard, then we moved on to like Power BI dashboard, and today we are on Tableau dashboard. And definitely we'll be taking this journey more ahead also. Someone will be thinking like this will be very technical session, but don't worry, I will make it very comfortable for you, because I have seen in the chat box like many members are new. They haven't heard about Tableau much and they are using for the first time. So this will be our final dashboard which we will be creating today. There's like a magic which is going to be happen today, and we will be converting the whole data, which is very complicated to understand, in a very beautiful manner, a very visualized manner, a very presentable manner, in which management can take a better decision. And as a chartered accountant, you can also take a better decisions, and you can use in your auditing purposes also to identify the data and what the organization, what things are going on in the organizations. Like you can also detect fraud also by this analysis. So there is a vast opportunity for a chartered accountant to go with this option and start learning this technical softwares like Power BI and Tableau. So I will not take your much time, and will move forward to ready to build this dashboard. Within an hour, you will be capable of building this kind of dashboard. So don't worry, we'll go step by step, and you will be all ready for the your building of your own dashboards. I want like everyone should build their own dashboard and send it to me. If you are feeling any issues, then you can always contact me. I'm always available. I will be sharing my WhatsApp number also. You can contact me. I'm also available in group also. So let's start the session now. We'll see how to build this dashboard. First of all, let us see the sample data. If you are from previous webinar, then you have seen this data, and this is the Excel sheet which we referred in our last session also. And today also we will be referring this. If the data is visible, the Excel sheet is visible, then please write yes in the chat box, like so that I can understand everyone is there and everyone is ready with the Excel data. We are getting the yes in our chat box. That means the members are now ready, and ready to rock and build at the visualization dashboard. So I will be starting my visualization dashboard, but before we should understand the data, because it is important to first of all learn the data, what the data is saying, and then we will move on the visualization part. So because it requires a very concentration to build a dashboard, because we have to think beyond the only data. We have to like analyze also while seeing the data. So we'll take ahead in a very simple manner. So let's see what is the kind of data we are getting. We are getting a simple Excel sheet, and in that Excel sheet there are some other worksheets are there, and the central data will be the details. We are going to build a sales dashboard. So we will be making a dashboard for our sales team, and sales team gonna see this dashboard and analyze what is going on in the organization. And it can be presented to the management, top management also, and top management can also see and analyze what is happening in the organization. And as an auditor also, you can see this sales dashboard and understand your auditee, like which kind of business he is doing. Like in audit, we have the first criteria is to understand about the auditee environment. So with the help of this, you can understand the auditee environment. So that's the basic thing which will be helpful for your audit part. So this you can relate better in a better manner, as you all are auditing. You are doing as an auditing as a mainstream. So you must be knowing, like we should know about the auditee. So to understand about the auditee, we should have a dashboard kind of thing in which we can see, and at a glance we can understand what is going on in here. So these are some benefits which will be there with this kind of sales dashboard. So we have a detailed sales. This data can be downloaded from the server, from our organization's ERP or the different databases. From the database, we can download this data, or we can directly connect that database to our Tableau also. So that will be too much complicated to connect a server to a Tableau, and teaching that in an hour, it will be much complicated. So today what we will be considering is we will taking a flat file. Flat file means we have a downloaded data. This is the current year sales, which is with the name of detailed sales. This is the previous year sales. If we want to analyze the sales from the previous year, then we have to like club this data. So previous year data should be merged with current year data. So this thing will be done. So we are noting the points while we are moving to the Tableau. First, let us see in the Excel and make some points, like what all we can do. So we can visualize this data in the form of like sales in the form of month. We can compare with it last year. we can see product here. Product code is available. So what we can do about from this product code, we have one more sheet, inventory. So what is available here? So anyone can tell me what detail we can get from inventory sheet, what visualization we can create from the inventory sheet about this sales. So we have to visualize this sales with the using of this inventory sheet. So what kind of analysis can be done? Okay, so here slow moving goods can be taken from here, but here actually the whole data is not available with us. Like what kind of stock level it is showing, we don't have the complete data. So we can take some product description from here with the help of this product code. So this product code will become a primary key with for the detailed sales sheet. So here the product code is available. So we can categorize the sales on the basis of products, which product is selling more, which product is selling less. So we can do this thing. One more field is available, customer number. So what can be done from the customer number? Let's see if any sheet is having customer number. So you can also tell me about this data, like in which sheet do you find this customer number? If anyone has analyzed, yeah, customer. So customer sheet we are having with us, and here we are having the customer number with us. So customer number can become our like primary key here. So this will be helpful. And from here, what we can get is like which country we are selling the most, which are the customers, which are who are purchasing the most, what is the credit limit. So this can be analysis part in credit limit. For visualization purpose, what we can get is the country, the geolocations. So what we will be getting here from this table is geolocation, the country part. So if anyone can tell me, if I want this country in this detailed sales, if I want another column here of country, if I want a country column, so how I can import this thing? Yeah, I am seeing some answers like there are VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is coming. Yeah, correctly. So we will be using some VLOOKUP formula in Excel. So in Excel, we used to use this VLOOKUP formula. But what is happening here is in VLOOKUP, it is very much complicated to apply because we must be having many data. Because if we apply this VLOOKUP formula and there is a small data, then it is very okay. So in that situation, we can use this VLOOKUP formula. But when we are working on an organization which is running on the database server, so that might be having much data, like a million rows. Like if you want to analyze the Amazon data, then there will be like billions of rows. So how we can analyze that data? In that kind of data, the Excel will not work, because this VLOOKUP formula can be worked for around like 1 lakh data, max to max 1 lakh data. First of all, I want to ask, what is the maximum limit of data which can be analyzed in Excel? Maximum. Last time also I asked this. Let's see the new students who can answer it or not. Yeah, it's around 1 million. And if anyone can tell me the exact number, how to find what is the maximum row limit for Excel, Microsoft Excel. Okay, I think, yeah. Now I'm getting the answers. If I can also show you also what is the maximum limit. It's 10,48,576. Yeah, correct. Now many students are posting the correct answers. So it is the last record which can be accessed and analyzed in Excel. So this is some limitation, but I think so. This is the maximum row, but when you apply the formula like VLOOKUPs and very complicated formulas, so I think so it will go till 1 lakh only. Because after that your file will your computer will be hanged, or this software will be hanged because of the configurations. Because Excel works in such a complicated manner that it requires so much RAM, so much data, so much space. That's why it will be difficult for the Microsoft Excel to handle this all kind of data. So that's why it's the need for us to move to some kind of software in which we can analyze a much larger data set. Okay, so let's see VLOOKUP. I think so you must all be knowing this VLOOKUP. But let's see once revise this thing, how this is working. So what we need is lookup value. So what is the lookup value? We can see here, we can find customer number. So it can become our lookup value, comma. So next thing, what it is asking, it is asking for table array. So I will select this customer sheet and complete Control Shift End. With the help of this, I can select a whole table. This is like a shortcut. And for freezing this data, because the table should not be moved here and there when I'm pasting the formula, so that's why I need to press F4. So what F4 will do, it will freeze the data to a particular cells only. So like I have done the table, I have taken the lookup value is customer number, then I have taken the table array I have fixed also. Then I will be requiring the country code, like in which column country is available. So let's see that now I'm asking to you, like in which column country is available in the customer table. So Ayush has answered, Ayush has answered fifth, Raghu Ramji has also answered fifth. So I am like, yeah, correct. So I am taking here 5. So fifth is the column in which country is there. And what we are doing is exact match. Exact match means it is going to be matched exactly. Approximate match is different, in which we take approximate figure with the rounding off things. So here we don't want to round off, we are taking the text functions only. So haven't taken any numerical functions. That's why it can be a false exact match, which can be denoted by zeros. So I will be putting 0 and enter. So as soon as I apply this formula, Norway is the answer for this cell. The best part in Excel is if we double click this thing, we can get all the answers and all the countries of this data. So like this, if we want to analyze the whole data, we have to create multiple VLOOKUPs, and we have to like club all the informations first. And then we will be able to analyze the things. So this was the old way. So now we'll be seeing the new kind of new way. Though the new way will be relationships, building relationships between the tables and exporting the data accordingly what we require, we building the visualizations accordingly. So let's move to our data of Tableau. So let me delete this data, because I was just showing you how the VLOOKUP thing is going to work, and we have seen this thing, and now we'll be moving to Tableau thing. So let me close this. Let me keep this file, because we will use this Excel files meanwhile while building the Tableau dashboards. So let's take a fresh Tableau dashboard. Let me close one tab, close it completely. Okay, so it will be more better for you. I have already like downloaded this Tableau, and this is like the Tableau 2022 third version file. So I am opening this Tableau dashboard. So it will take a second, and in your computer also, and in this way it will be starting, and the opening, how the Tableau looks like. So it is similar to Microsoft Excel, and what you might be working before in Microsoft Excel, it will be similar in that way only. Some little changes are there. I will be telling you what are the changes, and with that changes we can visualize a thing very effectively. So first of all, we have to take the data. So as Alok sir also told you, like we have multiple options to import the data, like from fetch files to server files. So what are the options we can see from here? If we click on so we can, from the server there are many more options. Like if we click on more, so it will tell what are the available options. So we can import from these many places. Like I use many times Google Analytics to analyze my data of some websites, and some kind of LinkedIn data. So in that way I can analyze much larger data in a real-time basis. So we can connect to this databases also. We have also OneDrive and MySQL. So many might be knowing, like working on some databases which uses this MySQL, MongoDB. So this kind of databases you must be using in a larger organizations. So that can be connected directly to this Tableau file. So whenever a sale is occurring in the organization, it will be updated. Like it will be directly updated to the management. Like if a single sale is also happening, it will be updated. So this is the power of this automation, which can be considered here. And so today we'll be using the flat files. We are not using this server file. So if it is very new to you, so don't feel that it will be too much complicated. We will keep it a simple way. We will be taking Microsoft Excel file. So let's click on the Microsoft Excel, and we are selecting this sample file. So we have selected the sample file. As soon as I click on the open, and all the sheets which are available in the that Excel file will be visible on the left pane of the software. So this is our left pane. Left pane, if what things are visible here, we have made a connection to a Excel file. We can make a connection to multiple Excel file also if we want to visualize from different Excel files. So that is also possible. If we want to visualize from an Excel file and a PDF file, that is also possible. If we want to visualize from an Excel file with the data from the internet, then it is also possible. So there are many way in which it is possible for us to analyze the data. So let's see. Now we will be taking here the some data will be using and building our dashboard. So let's start. Let's start with the detailed sales. As soon as I double click on the detailed sales, what it will do, it will take me to the data source. In the lower part of the screen, if it is visible for you, actually I cannot zoom this part, but if you have opened for yourself this Power BI, then you can see there is data source, then there are sheets. So we can see in the lower part of the software some data sources, lower left part, data sources, then sheet. So the sheet is similar to like Microsoft Excel. We can make multiple sheets, and after we have made multiple sheets, multiple visualizations, we can club all the visualizations in a single dashboard. So this will be the criteria for using this software. So I have taken detailed sales, and while taking this detailed sales, I want to connect these other tables to this data. So what I will do, I will take a customer table. So I will double click on customer table. As soon as I click on customer table, what this Tableau is doing, this is using artificial intelligence. So it is very powerful software. It will automatically connect all the tables to itself because he know he know about the data. So he knows how to handle the data. So it has already made a relationship with the customer table. So let me see it is making correct or not. So it has made a relationship. We can see in the lower part, in the middle part, how do relationship differ from join. So there is some learning data also, so ignore that. You can move on to this part, the middle part. There is details data. The Tableau has taken customer number as a primary key, and in the customer sheet, this sheet, customer sheet, here we can see all the data of the customer sheet, like what are columns are available and what are data is available. So if we want to see the data at a glance, so we can view from here, because sometimes in many bigger databases, it like we are unable to open the huge database in Excel. So we are unable to view also what are the columns, what are the data, what are the top 5 data. So we can do these things in the right side of the pane. So this is the data or sample data, and this is like we have taken details. So it has already created the relationship. And one thing I want to change here. So if I click on the performance options, if I am seeing the cardinality. Cardinality is the relationship of 1-to-1 or many-to-one. So here what is happening is customers will be available only one time in customer table, because the customer can be like one person only. So the customer code cannot be repeated. So that's why customer will be one only. And here detailed sales can be many, because one customer can buy multiple times. So many times customer number will be repeated here. So that's why what we can do is make it many to one. So now we have told the Tableau that this data is connected to each other. You guessed it right. But one thing is we have to change, like the data is related many to one. So many data in the detailed sales and only one data in the customer sheets. So we have made this relationship. Now let's move on to another relationship. What we will be doing is we will be taking inventory sheet, and from inventory sheet, if I double click the inventory sheet, what is happening is it has created another relationship. And let's see what's the relationship it has created. So again, it has created product code, and here also product code. So product code, it has taken perfectly. The primary code Tableau has guessed perfectly, though the product code is the primary key. But one thing which again I have to correct is many to one, because in inventory sheet only one inventory is available, and because from that we are going to take the inventory description, like what is the product description we will be taking from this sheet. Let's take one more table. One more table we will be taking the sales representative. In this table, sales representative, what we'll be getting is who is selling the most, like which salesperson is selling the most, which is helping the most to the company. So we'll be analyzing this table also. So let me just double click on the sales representative. Now here is the trouble. Here comes the trouble, because as soon as I click on the sales representative, the Tableau is unable to identify the primary key. If anyone can tell me what is the issue, I will just double click on the relationship and just tell me what is the problem here. So actually, let me just select here. Then you will be understanding more in a better manner. Let me select here sales representative number, because that will be the primary key. And why Tableau was unable to identify this thing, sales representative number? It is very easy to identify that this is the primary key, but Tableau is working correctly in customer sheet, Tableau is working in inventory sheet. Then what happened now? No, yeah, you can guess some more thing. This is a kind of thing which is possible in coding and this kind of softwares, because it depends totally on data. Yeah, Tripti is correct. Tripti now is telling the right answer. It is the number format. Like, it's not the only the number format, it is complete format, data type. So it is because the data type was different in both the sheet. So if I see here that in detailed sales representative number is a string type. So string type means ABCD number, alphabet types. And in sales representative number, in the sales representative sheet, the column which is depicting the sales representative number is in a number type. So how we can identify this thing? So in the left side, we can see a hashtag. So here hashtag denote the number format. If I click here, so actually I will be telling you how to correct this thing. So let's move there first, and then I will be then I will show you how we can correct this thing. So let's move on to previous data, and let's see how we can correct this. If I click on this sales representative, as soon as I click on the sales representative in this center part, let me zoom it a bit so that you can understand it in a better way. Here, as I click on this sales representative, here it is telling me what kind of fields are available. So here field names are written, and with the here in the left side the type is denoted. So here sales representative, it has taken as a number format. So what I have to do is I have to change this to string format. String is nothing, just a alphabet format. So for easy understanding, we can consider in this way, because if I go into some technical aspects, then it will be more lengthy here in a short span of time. So let me just click on this string, and as soon as I click on this string, you can look here, it is not showing any error now, because everything is corrected perfectly, because now we have told this Tableau software that both the data format is same. So now the data format is same, and now everything is connected to each other, what we are going to visualize today. So now this is like when we make visualizations, it is very like I like it very much, because like whenever I start building any visualization, I love the feeling that how this data will going to be visualized. So this is like very effective. And when I started this thing, whenever I look any data, I think there should be a dashboard for them also, because whenever I see the tally data also, then I see like it is very difficult to analyze all the things in a glance. We can say इससे आदत बिगड़ जाती है. When the data which you are analyzing in a long span of time, you start analyzing the data in a very short span of time. So you want every data in this way. So this is the one of the thing which happened to me recently. So but let's move further. We have created our full relationship, and we are moving finally into the visualization part, for which you were waiting for so long. Must be waiting for the visualization from the starting, because the Tableau, whenever you heard about the Tableau software, you heard that it is a visualization tool. So finally the time has come, and we are going to start the visualization. And as you see the pane of the visualization, you can see the screen of the visualization. It is in the sheet 1. We are making the visualization for the sheet 1. And here what we'll be doing is we will be taking the columns, rows, the sheets, filters, pages, everything will be going to consider. So what is if you can see here columns and rows, you can relate it with the pivot table. In Excel, you must have seen the similar kind of format in pivot table when you build a pivot table. If everyone can relate to it, just type a yes. Yes, many are saying. Yeah, Ayush is saying yes. Yes, he can relate this window from a pivot table. Okay. So now it is easy. If you are, you are relating the things to the different software, then it is very easy to start with, because now we know pivot table. So now we know how to visualize also. It is very easy. We have to put in the rows, we have to put in the columns. So let's start. Now it is very easy to drag and drop. What we will do is we'll drop a country. We will drop a country. Let's see where is the country. You also participate with me. Where is the country? You can type in the chat box where I can find the country, in which table I can find the country. Customer table country. Okay, I've found the country here. I will just drag and put it in a column. So what I can see is there are many type of countries are there, many different countries are there. So it is very difficult to visualize from here. Like if the data will be created like this, then it will be more difficult. So what I can do is I can remove from here. So let me remove from here, and let me take a different option. And different option will be like here. I will be taking the graphical representation of the countries. So for that, what I have to do is I can just double click on the country. As soon as I double click on the country, what Tableau will understand that it is a geolocation. So according to geolocation, it will select the graph format. So it has selected correctly the graph format as a country map. So it has demonstrated all the countries in a map. So from this, we know like in what countries this company is operating, where the sales are being conducted. In a second, we can say that this company is not working in India. So because there is no sale in India, so it is working in different countries. So now the next part is in which country the maximum sale is happening. So what I have to do is I have to create a visualization in which I can see in a glance, like I can understand in a better way in which country the most sales is happening. So what we have with us, we have the marks. So this marks will be helpful for us. So what we need is the another related column, that is sales, because here what we have taken only the country data. So for that country data, it has automatically converted it into longitude and latitude, and it has taken to columns and rows, and with the help of that, it has visualized complete data in a graphical format. Now let's take sales plus text. Sales plus text we are taking to analyze if which country is performing in a better manner. So let's double click on sales plus text. As soon as I double click on sales plus text, what it has done, it has taken this sales in a size option. So the size of the circle is changed now. So now we can analyze in a more better way. So to zoom this chart, you have to click shift and just scroll. So you can scroll by pressing the shift key. In this way, we can navigate through this chart, and we can see. So what we are seeing is in Mexico, there is a maximum sale, and here in UAE, there is a maximum sale. So within a second, we know about this company, like where these people are operating. And another thing, what we can do is we want the sales to be visible here. We want the labels. So what we can do is we can just drag the sales plus text again in the labels option. Here the label option is there. We can just drag and drop this thing. As soon as we drop this thing, it will show me all the sales data for that country. So we can see complete details of all the countries in a graphical format. This is the best chart which I love about this Tableau and Power BI, because in both the softwares this thing is possible. And if you take it in a manual manner, it will be more difficult task, because we have to first find where this city belongs, in which state it belongs, and we have to create different tables for different countries. So it will be much more complicated. Here we can use this for Indian states, all the Indian cities. We can analyze this perfectly. I am also using this for my personal dashboards also, in which I am visualizing all the Indian sales data, and it is recognizing perfectly. For your answer, it is now final, like we can use this for Indian aspects also for all the Indian cities. Let's move to the another sheet, and let's create another sheet. So like in Excel, if you want to make another data analysis, you just click on the add sheet option. So here also there is an option of new workbook. As soon as I click on new workbook, I will be getting another pivot table window. This is not a pivot table window, but to relate from the Excel, I am saying this. So here you can see another visualization window has opened. So what we are doing is the whole procedure I am telling you. what we are doing is we will be making different visualization in different worksheet. How the format of Tableau is working, I'm summarizing it. How it is working is we make all the visualizations in different worksheets, and after we have analyzed all the worksheets, what we can do is we can combine this in a dashboard. So here in lower part you can see new worksheet, new dashboard, and new story. So we can make a new dashboard, and from here all the sheets we can club and drop here. So when I click on here in the sheet 1, so sheet 1 is now visible. So sheet like this, we will be creating different visualization, and we will be clubbing all the visualizations in the dashboard. And when we have made all the different dashboards, we can club all the different dashboards in a story. So this is the pattern of the Tableau. First, what is the hierarchy? Just write on the chat box what will be the hierarchy. What will come first? What is the first part in this Tableau software? Just interact with me to make it more happening. Like I want to know you are getting this point or not. So first there is a worksheet. Yeah, correct. So you can relate from the Excel. There also we say it as a worksheet. Okay, so the worksheet will be there. Yeah, some are saying that the first is the data source. That is the thing. The data source is the first thing. The first thing we have to connect the data, create the relationship. Then we have to start the visualization. In visualization, what is the first thing? Now I am changing the question to adapt to what I want to know the answers. Raman sir, we have already corrected data. In visualization, what is the first thing? In visualization, what is the first thing? Visualization first thing is worksheet. Let me just tell me for myself only. The first thing is worksheet, and then the dashboard. Second number is dashboard. Third number is story. Okay, so first is worksheet, second is dashboard, third is story. So in this way we can build a complete complete visualization. Okay, I'll be taking it. I think it's going very fast. Many members, if some members are saying it's very fast. So please write on the chat box if I should reduce the speed. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Some are saying it's perfect. Some are saying it's fast.
Okay, so let me take.
Clear.
Okay. Okay, everyone is clear with the concept. So let me summarize also, so that if someone has left in between, I think if someone has left in between, that's why they are considering it is going fast. So let me summarize also. What we have done, we have taken an Excel sheet. In Excel sheet, we have imported that Excel sheet into Tableau software. After importing this Tableau software, what we have in which sheet we have imported, part we have used, that is data source. So in that, with the help of data source, we have used this option to import the data. So we have used this sheets option. Then we have created the relationships between the tables. So the second part was the building relationships. In between relationships, we found one error also. We have corrected that error by changing the variable types. So we have we have corrected the field option from number to string. So you can remember this thing, number to string. So you will remember we have done this thing. And after we have done all the visualizations, we started visualizing. And in the visualization part, I just completed one visualization, which is of sales by country. So let me name also, so that you can you will be able to understand it in a better way. Like just I will be double clicking on the heading, and I will just change this to sales by country. Okay, and I will be making this as a bold, and okay, apply. Okay, so now it's visible, sales by country. And here also I can write here sales by country. So I am writing in a short form, S by C. Okay, so sales by country, we have completed this visualization part. So now let's move on to the second part. Now what we'll be doing is we will be taking as a sales representative. Okay, which sales representative is selling the most? So what we'll be taking is first name of the sales representative. So these are all the list of sales representative with us in this company, and we'll be taking sales plus tax. So I'm double clicking on the sales plus tax. So here we have all the data in which we have summarized this everything according to sales representative. what this software has done, it has done the function of sum. If you remember from the Excel, if we have to summarize with a common data like a sales relative, then we use their sum if function. So in that way, it summarizes everything, all the data in a particular column format. So we have this now column of all the sales. But I think so it is not looking nice because we are using Tableau and we want a very visual, attractive visualization in which we can analyze in a better way. So what I will do is I will just click on this show me. So when I click on this show me, it will show all the different kind of visualizations which can be done in this particular data. So I will just click on this packed bubbles. So let's use this packed bubbles. And what it has done is it has shown me in a very graphical presentation manner and which sales representative is selling the most. So now you can answer it very fast, in a very fast manner, who is working perfectly. So as you can see, Haitao and Lin, these two persons are working the most. They are selling the most of the goods for the company. So what we can do is we can bring here the amount also. So we can, it will be better for us. So what I will be doing is I will be bringing sales plus tax. So this is the sales plus tax. I will put in the label option. So here I can see the label. Now let's see if I want to visualize in a different variable. The different variable can be quantity. Now let's bring the quantity here and let's see quantity. It is working. The quantity is working here or not. So let's bring the quantity in the color option. Okay, now it is looking very nice and it is telling so many analysis is done by just looking at it. So by looking at it, you can understand what is going on here. You can see here, if the color is dark, that means the quantity the person is selling is the highest, and if the color is light, the quantity the person is selling is less. And with the size option, so we are working on the multi-dimension. We are not working on one dimension. We are working on multi-dimension now. So in multi-dimension, with the help of color, we are also analyzing. With the help of size of the bubble, we are analyzing. So size of bubble is saying the amount of sale, and the color of bubble is saying the quantity of sale. So as I can see, the McCune, the sales representative person, he is selling the maximum quantity, but the sales amount is very less. So if we're seeing the data, if you want to incentivize the people, it should not be partiality. So to see only one data, that's it, sales amount, we should also consider the quantity also. So here we have taken the quantity part also. So now I can rename this sheet as sales by sales representative. Okay. In short form, I have taken sales rep and double bold apply. Okay, so now here, from here in this visualization, we can see this thing. Okay, and again, now I will rename the sheet also. Here in sheet, I will rename it by S by SR. So sales representative. So in this way, I can see this thing. So now the thing is, we have to bring this sheet into our dashboard. So what we have to do is we have to go to the dashboard. And as we can see, a blue dot is there in sheets because we have used this sheet, but we haven't used this sheet. So we will just double click on it. As soon as I double click on it, it will show all the visualization here. We can just drag here and there as we like. Like if we want this in this area, so we can just move to this area. So we can do like this. So in dashboard, we can move things here and there. So this is possible. So this is very effective way to analyze the things. We have just analyzed two data, and I think so you must be loving the visualization part. I think you are getting also how to visualize the data. So we have just taken represent sales representative and country. Now let's use the third table for the visualization. That is the okay. There you can post your queries in your chat box, and we will be helping you in whatever error you are getting. So we will be helping you after the seminar also. If it is possible, then you can post in your WhatsApp group, in the group WhatsApp. We will be helping you for all the errors. So let's move further. Now let's create another sheet. Let's move. I will move this sheet here in the third sheet, and here I will be taking the product description. So a product description I am having in inventory. So here I am having the product description. So I will just take the product description. So from here I can see like we have this much products available with us, and we'll be posting then what we have to analyze, the sales plus tax. So we'll be using the sales plus tax. I will double click on sales plus tax. So here we can see all the data. So now it is a very boring data because we are not getting much idea about this from seeing this data. So let me just start visualizing this thing. So I will just click on the show me and I will just start visualizing. So let us take another kind of data, that is a tile sheet. It is a very effective tile sheet. So let's see what is happening. As soon as I click on the tile sheet, what is happening is it has let me just hide this. Okay, so from color we can identify if it is getting dark blue, it shows it has done the maximum sales. So let me put the labels also so you can understand it in a better way. I will just put the sales plus tax in the labels. So now we can see. So polished gold ultra sleek watch for women, this is selling the most for this company. So the company has sold 83,27,000 of the value of this watch. And this is the second number, this is on the third number, and in like this way we can use this thing. This is called the heat map. This you might have seen in the stock market portfolio. Many many news channel uses this to show the Nifty and Sensex data, to show the gain and loss. So this is the same kind of data we are using, same kind of visualization we are using. One more, this is one dimension. Now let us make this two dimension. So how to make this? We use the another dimension. We will be using the color dimension because size, it has taken the size dimension. Let us take okay, so it has taken the both the color size also and color also in the same sales sum amount, but I want the different dimension. So I will just remove the color option and I'm removing the color. So now it is of the same color, and the bigger the size of the box, it will show the greater amount of sales. So this is clear. Now I'm using quantity in the color option. Okay, so now it will show a different aspect. What it is showing is we are selling, this company is selling in quantity wise, the maximum sales is done of digital plastic watch, but in a value the maximum sale is done of this woman watch. So this visualization we can understand in another dimension also. So now we have created the third part, that was the sales by product description. Okay, so we have created all these three visualizations. This is sales by product description. Okay, so now we'll be importing this thing in our dashboard also. So we can just move this here so that it is easy to understand by country and by this view also. And one more thing we can do is, if we click on this UAE, when we click on this UAE, all this data should change, because it should show that what are the which sales representative has sold the maximum in the UAE, which product has been sold the maximum in the UAE. So if we want to drill down, this is called drilling down. If we want to drill down in the information, then we have to connect all this visualization. So how we can connect all this visualization? We have to just click on this visualization. There is one filter button. One filter button is available. You have to just click on this filter button. And this we can do with all this visualization by clicking on this filter button. Now what it will do, let me relate it to Excel. In Excel, you must have seen slicer. In pivot table, we use slicers to filter the dashboards, filter the graphs, filter the tables. So in the same way, here we have a filter button. So as soon as we click here, filter, now it will be working dynamic way, in a dynamic way. As I click on the UAE, all the data will be changed. So it will tell me, the visualization will tell me like the Lin has sold the maximum in the UAE. He is the working person in UAE, and he has the maximum like the maximum inventory which is sold here is polished gold ultra sleek watch. So UAE is the biggest buyer for us of this watch. So this we can understand from here. If I just want to like see the complete data, I can just click escape. As soon as I click escape, it will show me all the data. We can drill down from here also. If I want to see the data of this watch, which all countries are buying this watch, so I will just click on this, and it will show me like this 2 3 country, only 3 countries buying this watch. So these are my biggest buyer, because this, as we seen in our previous visualizations, this was the highest selling product. So we can see here these are sold in Mexico and UAE, and some in France. So we can see from this data, and these 2 persons are helping to get these results. So in this way, if I click on escape, I'm getting the complete data. So these are the things which can be visualized, and we can create multiple sheets also. But due to like lack of time, we have a limited time to teach you all these concepts, which is a very vast concepts. It take a lot of time to analyze these things, to understand these things. So now we will be moving to the end of the seminar. If you want to use only the flat files, that means you have the data, you don't have to connect with the server every time. Then you can also use Tableau Public. So this is another variant of Tableau, which is freely available. So you can just download Tableau Public. What we were using today was Tableau Desktop. This was a paid, like this is a paid software. So we can also use Tableau Public.